Hey, how's it going everybody? ScottDogGaming here. Thank you very much for joining us. As you can see, we're back. We're playing some more Hearthstone Battlegrounds. If you didn't watch the first video, please head back and watch that one. It gives the best overview that I can give whilst playing the game, which is a little tough. I'm going to try and do a similar sort of talk through as to what we're doing and why, but hopefully there'll be a bit of a background knowledge. I'm going to click on this compare heroes that pops up. It's going to open a website that you guys won't see, but this is basically just used for comparing the tiers of boss. So people have sort of ranked them and that gives an idea. I'm just going to bring this over here so you can probably see it. Over here it says that these two guys are the ones that they recommend as tier 2, and then down here slightly lower ranking. So what have we got? You're recommending this one. Choose a minion in Bob's Tavern and add it to your hand, set its stats to 2, or get the Dark Moon. So similar to the Dark Moon thing, we're going to take Silliest Dark Moon. So basically it'll just give us a boost every 3 rounds, I think it is. So not bad. Okay. So each one of these cards we get with the little spinning tickets on gives us 1. We need to get 3, and then we can progress. I'm going to grab. I'm going to grab you, just because you reduce the element and you've got the Dark Moon thing on. So basically all he does is bring down the price of upgrading the tavern by 1. So next time out it'll be 3. We'll have 1 extra coin, which isn't going to be useful for anything. But next time out we'll have 4 coins, so it goes up by 1 each turn. We'll have 4 tokens. We can potentially sell you back for 5, and depending what we buy, we might be able to do some maneuvering. But we did lose in the first round. Kind of expected. We brought a fairly average card to start with.
Pick yourself back up.
Now we struggle a little bit here because, you know, what can we do? We could buy you. So what's interesting is we could buy you. That would give us another card. We could then sell a couple and still be in a reasonable place. But I think in this instance, I'm going to upgrade, and then we may as well refresh. There's no real benefit to it. Now, I'm going to freeze here. I'm going to buy these 2 next time. 1, because they're a little bit stronger, but also if we go down the elemental route, for every elemental we play, we give 1 other elemental in our deck +1/+1. So if we can do that and we can really boost up, we'll be in a good place. And you can see elementals are pretty strong in this if you get early and you get good. These are not the ones we really want early on, but we're going to buy them. Oh, we can't because we need to sell you. So selling a card is worth 1. We're going to buy you. Now, if I throw you out and then throw you out, one of these is going to get a bonus. And each time we throw an elemental down here, we're going to get a bonus. Now, this is the guy we want. We want you, and actually we want to go to level 3 and we want to get you. Because what we'll gain from these 2 is every time we play an elemental, this Molten Rock gets +1 health. So we're boosting that stack. And every time this gets attacked, the Molten Rock gets attacked, we're getting +2 attack, as long as it doesn't die, or even if it dies. So there's a way of getting a low-level card boosted higher and higher and higher by getting those 2 cards early on. That's pretty useful in there. But that being said, there's a lot of other useful elementals. They're quite fun to play. And as you can see, this person's going elementals as well. We'll find that a lot of people in this deck go elementals. Now, one thing I don't know is the more people who go elemental, does it make cards rarer? I don't know that. Typically, we don't get any elementals, which is a bit disappointing. Now, we could refresh and see if we get one, but that sort of takes away some of the stuff we're doing. I think what we're going to do is we're going to buy 2 cards. We're going to buy you, and we're going to buy you. So there's 2 things, 2 reasons we did this. This one gives a divine shield, so that glowing shield that stops damage when it dies. And this one, so this is on a thing called a death rattle, so whenever it dies, this one gives our minions +1/+1. So if we end up with these 2 dying first, and that's the reason that they're at the front, because they'll attack first. If we end up with these 2 dying, hopefully the stronger ones get the buffs of that. So And the other reason we brought this one is just simply the Dark Moon. So if we get free tickets, we get a minion for free. You know, and that could be one that's really useful. It could be one that's not useful at all. But you know, it's a starting point. We're on to turn 4. We need to think about upgrading. Next time out, we'll have 7 points, so we can upgrade, potentially sell one, refresh, and then buy one from a higher tier. So there's a few things we can do, but sometimes just having numbers on the board is pretty useful early on because it keeps you in the middle of the pack. So we didn't really want the Divine Shield going over there, but it's better than nowhere. They're all going to get the boost, and then there we go. So we do win this one. It was against the person who was bottom as well, so that's quite nice. This guy will definitely be going Pirates, I would assume, but they're currently going Beasts. So I think we level up, we refresh, and we can get an Elemental. So disappointing that it's not one of these, but we can throw you away, buy you in, throw you up here. So these guys are going to get the boost. There was another boost in there because of the +1/+1. So we're boosting all of these as we go. And I think we'll just swap you guys around. So we're doing the most damage early on. A little bit disappointing that it wasn't one of these that was, or it wasn't you that had the ticket on, because we could have got the bonus there, but I think that's fine. So we are up to level 3, and that means we're getting extra cards. But again, we really want this guy. This guy will make us strong early on. As we go up through the rankings, let's just have a quick look. So at level 4, there's a card that will give our leftmost minion +1/+1 for every elemental we played. And then there's this guy who basically does excess damage to fellow cards if you attack. So again, there's the Divine Shield going out. We are taking a bit of a beating right now, and we are going to lose again. Two stars plus the level of the tavern, so 4 damage to us. Not great. Not great. We're loitering in contention of going out early, and none of these really give us any benefit. I'm going to refresh. And again, still nothing useful going on over here. Well, this is awkward, and this is what I'm saying. You can sometimes get into a beeline of, we need an elemental, and then you don't get something that would benefit you sort of early on. You know, buying you just because you're strong is probably something that I'll do, because then we get another minion. Now we'll take you, and we'll throw you up here, and we'll throw you in here just for now. I'm going to refresh again, and we get a couple of elementals typically. Now we could sell. We could throw a couple away and be able to buy another one. And I think, is that what we're going to do? Let's do it. I'm going to sell you two. I'm going to buy you. I'm going to throw you up here. So we're still getting Divine Shields. We'll get the boost from the things over here. Do we want to grab you? Probably not. It's expensive for just a +1/+1 across the board. But so this time around, we'll get an extra coin when you die. We'll get the Divine Shield on something when you die. And we've already got a Divine Shield. Divine Shield here and Wind Fury. Wind Fury just means that they'll attack twice. Again, it looks like we're going to lose. But I suspect it very much depends on where the Divine Shields go. Although I also suspect that they've just got too many summons that will kill us. Especially with this guy, he's causing way too much carnage because he's giving all of the things that summon an extra 2 points. So another loss, we move further down the table, I suspect. Yep. We need something big.
I've got some fresh recruits for you.
None of these are really what we were looking for. So here's our extra coin. We can save it and use it next turn, or we could level up, which I think we'll do. We'll refresh. We didn't get what we wanted, but we can throw you out and buy something. Now, buying you, I mean, is it too late to pivot to demons? Probably, in all honesty. But I'm probably going to buy you just simply because you're... You know what, we're going to buy you. I've talked myself into this one. And we're going to throw you up here. So less damage, but every time we throw you out, we're going to get a blood gem, which gives +1/+1. And every time you die, you give us a blood gem. So once these 3 go, we're going to get an extra +1/+1 to add to our crackling cyclone or something else. This would have been big. This is +6/+6, attack. But if we got an extra demon that summons, we could do that. So there's always a chance. I mean, we've gone elementals, but we could have potentially pivoted to demons. But it's a real tough choice to make when you're halfway into the game and you're struggling near the bottom. Pivoting to something else is pretty rough, especially just doing it for 1 card. But I mean, this would help. These sorts of cards adding to this would be huge. But we've made our bed. We're going to lie in it.
I'm rooting for you.
Oh god, they've got a lot of cards, and they've got the card that we wanted, and they're doing a lot of damage. I think it could be all over for us. We're at 22. I doubt we'll lose 22 points, but that is what we wanted. That's one of ours that does the most damage. So we are dwindling down. It's not going to be enough, but we leave them with 2 1-stars, so we only lose the 5 hit points. But again, I think that was just a numbers game. If we'd have filled the board, we'd have probably snuck through on that one. Okay, we're definitely going to buy you, and we're going to throw you out straight away. No, we're not. We're going to throw you out and see if we get something that helps us. We don't. Great. Okay, let's throw you out just to get the extra benefit over here. Let's throw you away. Let's refresh up here and hope for minions and for elementals, which we've got. I'm going to throw you up straight away. I think we're going to get rid of you. I'm going to give you this to you. I'm going to put you up here to boost our elementals. Let's refresh again. We'll buy you. You're not... Thing is all you're giving us is a free refresh, really, because, I mean, you do give us the bonus of putting these ones down, so maybe we will buy you. It's not huge, but... and then I guess we throw you away. We throw you up here. We can refresh for free. We can then sell you, buy you, and throw you up here. And again, this is what I was saying about this kind of the pivoting of all of the elementals. Again, we still really needed that molten rock, because every single one of these would have been giving us health. We've got a lot of minions, but none of them have high health. And when you look up here, you can already see some of these are starting to get more and more health in comparison to what we've got. But still. So it's going to be a draw, which we'll take. I mean, we'd have preferred to have won, but we'll take a draw. We can get you, which is going to give us the gold, which is nice, because that will give us something from a higher tier. Hopefully an elemental. Not an elemental. I don't really need any of these. None of them really benefit us. We could level up. I think we'll stick one more time. Buying you doesn't seem massively necessary, but we'll do it just to get the benefits. Nothing up here that really helps. Let's throw you out, and I guess we'll throw you on you. Now we could buy something from up here, but none of it really helps, right? Okay, this isn't horrendous. Let's get rid of you. Let's throw you up here and get rid of you. We'll buy you, and we'll put you down here to get the extra buffs. That gives us an extra minion. And again, nothing that we want. However, this gives us taunt. Now we could throw taunt up between one of these two, and it will give them taunt. So everything's going to attack these just because we've got the divine shield. That leaves everything else to potentially go and attack, which might be good. But we'll keep hold of it for now. Okay.
Have a
We need a result here. We're getting closer and closer to the tipping point. And this person's going to summon an awful lot. Okay, we look like we're going to be alright. Although, just about hang on in there. And we do 6 damage. Not huge, but again, keeps us alive a little bit longer. Top 4 is what we're aiming for over here.
Nice work out there. Keep up the pressure.
I don't know if we want to continue to pivot these or not. Let's buy him just in case, but I'm going to level up. I'm also going to refresh. Now, these guys are pretty useful. Let's get rid of you. I'm going to throw... I don't know if this is wise or not. I'm going to throw you up here and give these the taunt and then get rid of you. I'm going to throw you up here. Then I'm going to throw you away. Then I'm going to buy you. I'm going to throw you up here. Then I'm going to throw you away. Then I'm going to throw you up here. Then I'm going to throw you away. Then I'm going to use this coin. And then I'm going to buy you. Now, I'm going to bring you over here. Every time these two get attacked, we're going to get +2. So having Taunt and Divine Shield is going to help us. Let's try and get the rest in some kind of order. I think this is fine. So hopefully these guys will start to get boosts on the health. Oh, sorry, on the attack. We really need boosts on the attack. We're going to find this person. You've seen how many minions that we've been able to churn out. This one had the Molten Rock. We're going to see that Molten Rock probably being a 30-30 or something along those lines. I would imagine if they've still got them, because just the sheer number of minions that I've been able to turn around, they've been able to too. Okay, 1033, not terrible. This because they haven't got one of these guys. There we go. We can see the attacks going up every time these things get attacked. We can see the attacks rising, and we are expected to win. But as I say, you can never really rely on that too much. And we win it by 1 hit point. Love it. Okay, it's always nice when you beat the person at the top. We're up into third. Not that that really means anything. Poison is big in this game. I'm tempted to buy you and keep you in reserve. Let's refresh. Let's buy you and refresh. Not really what we wanted over here. None of these are inspiring me, I will say that. We could buy you, which could potentially boost this, but I don't think that's necessary. Now let's get you. Let's throw you away. I'm going to throw you up here. I'm going to throw you away. I'm going to throw you up here. As you can see, it's boosting all our others. And then I'm tempted to throw you away, buy you, put you up here. I don't think having 3 of these makes much difference, in all honesty. I think it probably just gives it like 2 hit points, and doesn't give double poison or anything, but this is okay with us, I think. Who are we fighting? We're fighting demons. I think we'll throw you out first in the order. Everything else I think is okay. So this is make or break time. As you can see, there's a lot of people down here. 8 points, 2 points, 12 points. All of us, pretty much all of us here, could go out in maybe 2, but potentially 1 hands. Now you've got a secret, which could potentially mean you stay alive a little bit longer. As you can see here, this is a scary thing. We really needed our poison to attack them first. Because this is bad. We haven't even been able to calculate whether we're going to win or not, but I'm going to suggest with 69 health, we're probably not going to win. I don't even think we've got enough to be able to do the damage on the board straight off the bat. Oh, if we'd have got enough damage in, we'd have been alright, but there we go, a loss and 8 points. We're under 10. Not great. One of us is gone.
The battle is really
Didn't really work out fantastically for us there. We're up against someone with beasts, so that's basically what we've just lost to, right? Well, that was demons. We're in this thing where we're just spinning, hoping that something comes up, and we haven't seen a single elemental yet. Oh man. So you're pretty good, but I'm not sure you're going to help us immeasurably, right? First off, we've got to figure out something to get rid of. But we need the space to churn minions through. So I think I'm going to leave you behind. This one is better. Still need to throw something out, so I'm going to get rid of you. I'm going to throw you up here. I'm going to freeze this. Actually, you know what? We can throw you away and buy you and throw you up here. Give everyone +1. And then do I freeze? I don't freeze for you. Okay. Again, we've lost hit points, but we gained +1 for all of the other elementals, so it's only a few hit points that have been lost. We could have thrown you out and thrown the poison out just to really stand through. So the good news is you're going to attack one of these with Divine Shield. We're not going to lose them. And again, we're boosting these with every hit that we take. This is only as useful as the 16 health, really. You know, it means you might one-shot something, but it's not really huge in relation to what it's doing. 9 points. Hopefully someone else has dropped out. They have, but this is a tight one. I have to say, you're back again. Do we consider picking you up? I don't think we do. And this is the problem. You get to this point and you just start spinning, hoping that something comes up. Now the good thing about this is it will always give you another one, and now we can get a gold. Don't know if that's wise or not, but we'll get the gold. We still only got 27 hit points. Now, after you play an elemental, give all friendly stats equal to the tavern. So we'll take you. This is where things can start to really boost, as you can see. We're at gold. Who are we playing? We're playing beasts. I'm going to throw you out. I'm going to throw you in. This one's big for us. Give a friendly minion stats equal to the elemental's tier tavern. So every time we buy something, we're going to give one of these +3, +2, +4. So pretty big for us. I guess we can throw you this side of these things. Again, these are only as useful as the things they attack first, because they obviously are going to die. We're hoping they've got something with Taunt that's pretty high hitting, but chances are with beasts, they've probably got something low hit points early on, because they want the spawns and the extra summons to come out. But we'll see how we do. Be lovely to stay alive. We may not stay alive. It's pretty close. That's useful. I will say that. There's a decision to make over here. So we got rid of 2, and now this one's only got like 29 hit points. So we lost a fair amount, and this is the big thing. These 2 bears giving everything +11 is huge. And we are going to die, and I think we're going to die. Yep. There we go. We need something else. 2 other things to have died as well. We finished 5th. Disappointing. So we're going to lose some points. And I think the big thing with this is you sometimes I often find I get into a routine of just spinning, hoping that I'm going to find something useful, and don't. You know, that molten rock that evaded us really would have helped early on. Just sheer numbers of churn would have given that a fair amount of hit points. If we'd have got gold, it would have been +2 health for every minion that we threw out. So you can see how it escalates. We'll wrap up here. I'll probably do another one of these. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying it. If you're playing this, please let me know how you're doing. And I will see you all again soon. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have been watching ScottDogGaming. Don't forget to follow on Twitch and Twitter, and head over to YouTube for daily content. See you again soon.